Hey everybody, I have been so busy doing so many things, but I'm here cooking today, trying something new. Today I am trying beef Kofta patties with a cucumber salad. It's supposed to be something healthy. We need to try some healthy things every now and then. I have a Mediterranean cookbook that I'm trying to use. I have a bunch of fresh herbs. As you can see, I've already chopped up some fresh parsley, and now I'm going to chop up a little bit of cilantro, and Tater wants to be around helping out a little bit. So chopping fresh herbs is new to me. I haven't really figured out the best way to do it. I just want to make sure that I don't chop off my fingers, because that would not be a tasty part of my recipe. So it says to have about a quarter cup of cilantro and parsley. And really, to be honest, parsley and cilantro look so similar. The only way when I bought them in the grocery store that I knew them apart was because, you know, they had this says cilantro tied around the cilantro. Because what I was thinking, man, when I get these home, how am I going to be able to tell them apart? So they have the handy dandy tags on them. But you know what? I've noticed now that I've started cutting them, they both smell very different. So I've chopped up parsley, and I have chopped cilantro. I probably could chop them up a little bit more, but I think it'll work. I'm gonna save the rest of this for later, and I need to look up better ways to store it. I think I could put it in some water and let it sit in there, but I don't know. I need to look at that. You guys have to comment below, how can I store leftover cilantro and parsley? All right. Ready. I think I want to chop it a little bit more, because I can see some like big pieces of leaf, so I want to just give it another good chop. You know, they make it look so easy when they're chopping it. Those professional choppers, of course, they probably have better knives than I do. Maybe I need to invest in sharper knives, but then I could possibly hurt myself. All right, clean that out. All right, I have already in my bowl here a pound of sirloin. I'm using sirloin because it has less fat, because remember, we're eating healthier. So I add to my beef mixture the parsley. Do I want all the parsley? Quarter cup of parsley. Cilantro. You know, it seems like a lot. I'm not going to put all of it in there. Parsley and cilantro. Cilantro. Put it over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Move some of this stuff off my board. Oh, I forgot to put the tag in there. Now I'm not going to know what it is. All right. Next, it says that I need some ginger, and I'm supposed to chop fresh ginger. So I do have a fresh ginger. Look at that. That's ginger, right? I think I used it for something else. Oh yeah, it smells like ginger. Oh, smells so good. So I'm just gonna chop that just a little bit, because, you know, once again, I'm not really a fresh, usually I have all of these in my little containers, And I just measure it out for my containers and I'm good to go. But I'm very distracted with looking at this. 2 teaspoons, no, a tablespoon of fresh ginger. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see how the fresh, they say fresh tastes so much better, but it's harder to prepare, for me anyway. And I'll try to make it both ways sometime and let you all know if the fresh really is that much better. You know, all those professional cooks, once again, are probably going to tell me, oh, sure, you have to go fresh. That's the best way. All right. Here's my ginger. Even though it looks super funny, check it out. Check it out. Doesn't ginger look super funny? Smells good though. Okay. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, which I have right here. So let me get my teaspoons out. 2 teaspoons coriander. 1, 2. I need a teaspoon of cumin. Oof. I use cumin every now and then when I'm doing like Mexican stuff. So I haven't used, we'll see how all this kind of gels together. This is a lot of spices in my beef kofta. Of course it doesn't want to cooperate with me and come out. There we go. Sometimes if it gets stuck in there, you just got to put your finger in there and move it around. So there is my cumin. And I need a half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half of salt. Get my handy dandy salt box. I love my salt box. And I always keep half a teaspoon in there. I keep regular salt in here and I keep kosher salt, the bigger salt. All right, now it tells me that I need to combine all of this together and then make patties with it. So let's take off my ring before the messiness happens. I'm going to use my hands to incorporate this all together. Like I said, it's a pound of sirloin and then all these spices, and with the cilantro and the parsley, it's a lot of greens, So I'm going to continue to mix this up really well. I don't want to over mix it though, because then it's not good for the meat. The meat will lose some of its I'm not going to try that word. The meat will lose some of the flavor. So I don't want to do too much. All right, I think this is okay. So now I'm going to form them into patties. But I had a stem in there and I took that out. So I'm going to form these into patties and then I'm going to fry them up. And then I have to make like a cucumber salad that goes with it. And I think for my dinner, I'm also going to do some glazed carrots. So then, you know, I just have a lot of vegetables with my meat. And then you eat them with some pitas. So I bought some pita bread and that will be our healthy dinner for tonight. So I'm gonna finish making these in the patties, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to fry them up. Okay, I'm back. I have made the patties. They're in the pan. I'm starting to cook them, so in a few minutes you'll hear the sizzling begin. While that's going on, I have a cucumber and I'm slicing it, it said, into thin slices. So I have thin slices of a cucumber that I am putting into this bowl. And I don't need to do the whole thing because my husband is not a big cucumber fan, so I'm not going to force him to eat the whole thing. But it says to put like 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar in there. But I did not have rice vinegar on hand, so I'm just going to use apple cider vinegar. It might be a stronger taste than the rice vinegar, but hey, you use what you have on hand. And 2 tablespoons is not a lot. And I'm just gonna make sure that I kind of stir that around with my cucumbers. And then you serve this as a side. Once again, we're going healthy with our dinner. So there are the cucumbers already. And next, one other thing. Okay, another thing to make for the dinner is kind of like a dressing. It's a yogurt dressing. So I'm going to take just a small cup of Greek yogurt, plain, non-fat. And I'm going to put that into this small bowl here. Non-fat yogurt, Greek, because this is the Mediterranean, so of course we have Greek things. Then we need a little bit of juice from fresh lemons. So I have my lemon here. I'm going to roll it on my cutting board a little bit. That will help to make it a little smoother and help that juice get squeezed out of that lemon a little bit better. You can hear the burgers frying up with all these spices and everything in the house. It's really smelling good. All right, so I'm going to squeeze this over the top of my fingers, because if I squeeze it and some seeds fall into my hand, that's better than the seeds falling into my dressing, because then I'd have to pull them out. So I only did a little bit of the lemon juice, and I think half of this lemon is all I need. So what am I going to do with the other half of the lemon? Not sure. I could save it, or I could cut it up a little bit and put it in my garbage disposal. But I do want to cut it up a little bit because I don't want to ruin my garbage disposal, but then that lemon smell will help clean out the garbage disposal, because you need that every now and then, because those things start to smell nasty. All right, I've got the Greek yogurt, I've got lemon juice. I need, just had to wipe off my hands a little bit from that. I need to put in some black pepper. So I have here, I just put in fresh peppercorns this morning. So now I'm going to crunch up some black pepper to put into this, and then I'm going to stir it up. I think that's good. Now, let's stir it up. So this is going to kind of go all over the top of my burgers. So we're going to have the cucumbers on the side, and then a burger, and then you put this over the top of everything. Kind of drizzle it. I feel like I need to taste it. So let's check it out. It's all right. I feel like it's an okay thing. We'll see how I really like this Greek stuff that I'm into right now. And we'll get back with you. Okay, I have my burger. I have my cucumbers that were in a little bit of oil, so there's a little bit of flavor to them. They've been soaking there. So let's put a little bit of this dressing on here. To this yogurt and lemon juice, I also added a little bit of some of the parsley. So I'm going to put that on top of my burger, like so, and maybe even a little bit over here on my cucumbers. All right, fork, test. Let's see. Let me get a little bit of this sauce with my burger. Oh, the burger seems so nice and juicy. It might be hot, so let's check it out. I can taste that cinnamon in there. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. It's pretty good. I'm gonna try some of it without the sauce because it was kind of overpowering everything. Without the sauce, I love all those seasonings in there. It's good. Sauce is good. This could turn out pretty good. Seasonings, a healthy way to eat a burger without the bun. You can. I do have some pita bread, so you can eat pita bread with it if you have to have some carbs. But pretty good. What were these called again? Beef Kofta patties.